Bowser presents Super P Woods VLDC14 2024. Super P Woods. Ew! Looks like Bowser's using this part of the woods as a litter box. VLDC14 2024 P Puddles. That's lovely. Once, when I was moderating something, one of the very few times I've come across something where I had to say, I think the palette... Okay, I'll finish on the story in a moment. What? Look, watch it, Mario. Looks like some of those puddles have become pea puddles. Ew, that's gross. Yep, yeah, it is. I've only ever sent like a hack back once with a bad palette thing, and it was because quite literally it was like it just looks. There was a palette in there that just looked like stale urine. It was deeply unpleasant to look at. That's weird. It wants me to go this way. Or that way. I guess I'll go right? 6? Alright. Take a look at that one. Found a mushroom. Now I'm trapped on this side unless I want to lose my mushroom. Ah, maybe I didn't want to come this way first. Truly a Mountain Dew enthusiast. Oh, that's true. Nothing quite like getting a Fountain Dew. When are you supposed to get that? Yep, there's the spring. Okay, things make a lot more sense now. Whoops. It was a yellow spring. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to do that. Ah, anyway. It's definitely one of the weirder levels I've played this evening. And I did actually beat a long cave, which, dear God, that's a long level. I was happy to do it. The other one to check. Okay, yeah, that's 6 is in the list of things I haven't played yet. I'll probably fix up the list, because right now if you look on the request part, you can see the ones that I've beaten, not the ones that I've played. I'd like to keep it that way. Said Mona. Hey Mona, there's no P in the saw. Yeah, we'd like to keep it that way. Ho 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 ho. Oh, what a dumb joke. That's a moon. What? Was that always a moon? Huh. So the good news, you can put the spring on the yellow stuff. The bad news is, that might be hard to get back. Let's see if I can do this. Not like that. I think that was the right tap, but I didn't get into the space in time. I'm not going to try this too many times before just saying, well, that sucks, and dying. No. Need to jump on it a little bit lower, maybe? Nope, Mario died in the pee. Okay. Yeah. This level has one gimmick. The gimmick is you can't see your jumps. It's not what I was expecting from a level like this. And P. The other gimmick is P. Alright, this time shall be different. Not quite sure how, but it will be. I'm not trying to get that moon. Like, beyond, like, just barely putting the springboard on the edge there, which would be tricky. I did it again! You know what? Looking at that, I think you get the moon by going back around another time. I think I'm not going to get the moon now. I think it's an opportunity to do it later in the level. That's my theory. My theory about dinosaurs. Which is my theory. That I came up with. It's all my own. No one else helped. Maybe not. Let's see, what else has happened recently? Yeah, I came in third in the pinball tournament. That was pretty cool. I was thinking about like doing a match-by-match thing, but I need to pull up the list of machines so that I can remember which machine I played which match. Some of them were kind of funny, but other ones were kind of like, eh. It just neither of us knew what we were doing. Even ran into one of the dudes I played yesterday. Going to a random spot. Hard to forget a dude who's got like a ridiculously golden coin purse. Oh no! Like sequined and everything. This is not a joke about a penis, by the way. This is literally dude's got a coin purse. I think that just might be a thing that like pinball people do nowadays. Have a coin purse, because why not? You have coins to put them in. Like, if you don't want to, like, you do the coin jar approach, it just makes sense. Dang it! It's hard to make jumps when you can't see them. Okay, that also just didn't work. D&D was interesting. Because we've been doing this kind of Sliders-esque campaign where we go to the same place every time, but something is differently wrong in every place. And this time, the weird thing was that one of the NPCs had a little sister. Coins are usually the only form of money besides plastic you carry with you. It does sound European, yes. I mean, honestly, I carry some paper bills in case I want to use them. Typically. Especially if I'm traveling. Because sometimes the credit card's just like, I don't want to work. And then you're like, but I wanted to buy a taco or some General Tso's chicken at the airport. I think it makes it just easier for the DM. He doesn't have to come up with quite so many things. Occasionally, we'll identify the exact thing he cribbed something from. Gotta go faster. But like once it was like, this is obviously Ghostbusters 2. There was one that I thought was Fern Gully, and it wasn't. He even told me, no, it wasn't inspired by Fern Gully. I haven't gotten anywhere in this level. There is only Zool, indeed. Thanks. How you doing, Luca Lino? Hope I got that right. Yeah, it's actually HTML. I'm not rendering it on a Windows 98 machine using VB script. Would have been cool, though. I've thought about doing it properly with the Windows 98 machine, and then I'm like, nope, that's going to be a huge pain in the butt to capture. Yeah, if someone asks you if you're a god, say yes, is Ghostbusters 1. The second one is Vigo the Carpathian. Oh, God. I'm just going to respawn that. I don't like how that went. Yeah, but like I said, this one is one of the NPCs has a little sister that he claims to know exists and everything, and we're like, no, she doesn't exist. So I'm like, my character's like, yeah, just play along, it'll be fine. And I actually was mostly just gaslighting one of the other characters about, she's been here the whole time, it's awesome, yeah, she's great. What ROM hack is this? This is a level from the most recent Mario or SMW Central Mario level design contest. I need to stop doing it. I can make that jump off one. Called VLDC. It's level number 49 in the level pack. The author's name isn't on the screen because The judging isn't complete yet, and in case like a judge wanders in on accident, I don't want to spoil names. It's just a kind of courtesy. It's unlikely a judge will wander in, because I want to say standard judging is done, but I honestly don't know. Sup F69, how you doing? It's kind of like making... Yeah, it's exactly like that. There's even a SMW contest with a similar name that comes through Talkhouse. Like, make a good Mario level. I cannot believe I just cannot make this jump. Anyway, the D&D story. So things came to a head when we... Because one of the constants that's always in the D&D world is there's always Wizard's Tower with certain things in it. One of them is the way to go to the next world. And there's other things like the vending machine and the lever. The lever does weird things. Sometimes good things. Sometimes it summons a vending machine, which can be nice. But other times it does bad things, like summoning a bunch of orcs on a super happy fun slide. But, yeah. This time it summoned an older version of one of the NPC. Imagine Kaiser judging is done, given the low amount. Probably. Your wife took your tower in the divorce. But yeah, we're into an older version of this NPC who claims that the little sister is a thing and it needs to be killed. And I'm like, okay. So I try to help him do this. But basically, alliances switch between do we try to keep her alive or kill her rapidly throughout the entire battle. The DM was incredibly happy about this. Like, two people started out on her side. I started off on the anti-her side, and it just went from there. I don't know why. I tried the jump. Make a tower of Beanie Babies. Make a good level 1 through 4 SMW contest. There's Mag X, which is SMBX, and Mefrub, which are also side contests for Maggle X that are about boss battles. Oh, I didn't know that. The fact that a round of combat 6 seconds makes the constant side switching even funnier. Yeah. Eventually, we managed to take her down after the NPC blows all of his healing to bring her back. And there's even a little retcon midway through battle. Because one of the dudes, Artificer, is constantly shuffling temporary hit points. So everyone should always have 12 temporary hit points, and it turns out that between me and the assassin-type thief, that we didn't actually kill her, even though we thought we had. So that was fun. But then she had a pet grub, which one of the other players picked up after they thought she was dead. It's complicated. Why can't I make this jump? And so that took a while to resolve because of that. People kept coming up and down, and eventually it resolved in a really weird way. Once both her and the worm died, the grub died, and I killed the grub by piercing a bag of holding. So now we no longer have that bag of holding. Then a lot of things rapidly changed. The person we thought was the older version of the NPC turned out to be a nutcracker, both in the literal and figurative senses. Because they fought a nutcracker previously. And then, yeah, it just got weird. And then we ended the session there before we could really get into the question. But the NPC no longer thinks he has a little sister. So clearly it was definitely some sort of brainworm thing. Psychic thing that messes with, which isn't uncommon. It's happened before in prior campaign. Though the prior campaign had a psychic cactus, and we had to investigate it because it was making an ice cream store that sold kind of lousy ice cream have really good sales. And I thought this was a fever dream that the DM had come up with, but it turned out the entire campaign was based on the anime Outlaw Star. And that's literally one of the episodes. So But the spring is really heavy. Yeah. Side development. People try to hack into the VLDC and DLLs to add more stuff. Oh, that's terrifying. Imagine start adding all those characters that feature in the old fake Ninja Bomber and Solid Snake playable characters. That could be fun. Am I just being an idiot? Considering we were watching Outlaw Star, it was pretty good. Me and Squiggles binged it after the final session of that campaign. Including the things that we didn't think were, like, legitimately, I was so, like, literally, like, the ice cream thing bugged the hell out of me. I was so gobsmacked that that was literally what that was about. We hope that there's, like, a checkpoint after this. There we go. Finally found something that worked there. I'm floating. Fuck. That would have been a dumb way to die. Yeah, me and Squiggles have talked about watching Cowboy Bebop, which apparently was the studio's, like, next work after that. But we haven't actually gotten around to doing it. Okay. Can I just make that? I can just make that. Oh, look, a yellow Yoshi with busted tongue. Ah, I understand now. If I'm willing to go do that loop again, I can get the moon. Guess what I'm not willing to go do right now. Oh, are you... I didn't know that jump how the jump was going to work. Yes, please watch it. What are the only animes you've seen in Samurai Shamalu? Okay. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to regret it. It's just one of those we haven't gotten around to doing it. He's been busy, you know, getting well from his back problem. They removed some chunks of his spine, I think is what they did. Don't ask me to explain further. I did see them. They were gross. You can ask him on Sunday if you really feel the need to. He'll be able to explain way better than me, because I saw the chunks of spine. I'm good. And I've been busy playing pinball, to be honest. That's what I did last weekend. I just kind of, like, wandered between, like, a bunch of different pinball places. Probably played too much altogether. What's Sunday? We're gonna do Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta, but good jobs. Where previously we were doing the worst jobs in the pool, we're now doing the best jobs in the pool gimmick. So, we'll both roll a job. That job gets excluded from the pool. And then we'll pick the best remaining job. Which means we're just gonna have, like, really powerful classes at the end. It's gonna be a very short... It's gonna be a much shorter Fiesta, just because, like, I'm not gonna need to do any grinding, most likely. Hopefully not, at least. Either end up with classes that can actually sustain themselves, or can cast things like, oh, I don't know, Shell. How long does it last? I don't know off the top of my head. I have a tab open. I guess I just look over here. The current Fiesta lasts 22 more days, so I need to get on it. So basically end of the month. But it is shorter. Or, it will be a shorter run. This level's kind of bullshit. I like precision that I can't see. Maybe won't finish it, but it'll be fun to, like, play around with classes I generally don't get to use. Like, I'm pretty sure that barring one of us rolling a Blue Mage for the first crystal, we'll end up with Blue Mage. And while Blue Mage isn't amazing from the gate, it has, like, the best growth potential up to a point of almost any class. Hopefully names will select actual bytes. What's up, Proto Pizza? How you doing? It's going to work the same way it did before. I haven't changed the code one iota. So, no. If you're asking if I've changed it, no. If you're asking if I haven't changed it, yes. It works exactly that way. I mean, the actual bytes thing confuses other people, so it's not a great feature. Because then they're like, how do I change the name? And I'm like, we just use the original name. And they're like, oh, okay. Just got an escape room. Nice! Hope you had a good time, both in terms of enjoying the escape room and that you finished it in a short amount of time. Though given it's pretty late here... No! Be curious if medically there's any diuretic... wait, what? Diuretic my condition for myelin production these days? I have no idea what that is. Out of time for a wedding? Ah, okay. That makes way more sense, because I was trying to think, like, are there any escape rooms in Seattle that are open? I don't know that many escape rooms, but I'm like, usually the types of people who do escape rooms don't stay up until 2 a.m. So that makes way more sense. In the same time zone. Okay, now you've lost me. Still the same time zone, huh? Yeah, I couldn't tell you, Dick Feynman. That is not something. Just open surprisingly late, huh? What was the theme, if I can ask? Was it 24-hour diner or Waffle House themed? Because that would actually work really well. I would totally do a Waffle House themed escape room, without a doubt. Art museum heist. Ah, okay. That makes sense too. That's a... Are you kidding me? I keep finding new and innovative ways to stuff my spring. Big night owl, I get it. Me too. It is my way. Left to my own devices, I will pretty much drift to going to sleep around 4 a.m. and waking up around noon. Hello again, Jamie. Oh, that reminds me, you did send me your level. I probably should play it. Debating dipping on this. Because I keep flubbing that jump. Like, basically, what this seems to want from me is to understand exactly what it's expecting before I can do it. And it's unfortunate. It's level outside of the kind of gross theming. It looks pretty cool. But, like, after this bit here, I have to take the spring over there, and then I have to do this thing with Yoshi. It's kind of slow and annoying. And then after that, I gotta do this weird jump that I don't know why I can't get it. Like, it shouldn't be a hard jump, but it's a fairly long jump. There we go. And it takes long enough to get there. PUDDLES, yep. Level not nice? I think it's just in, it might be just a somewhat inexperienced creator, maybe. Wait, which one was this again? Oh, 49. I didn't even notice someone changed the title. Let's see, 49. Yeah, I don't recognize this name. Don't know if they've made other levels. I don't think I've played anything by the specific name. Hidincuzimsmokin. Yeah, I'd say this is their first level. Given they have one forum post. AAT released. Was that... Which one was that? And another thing? Oh. I might have missed and another thing. The Discord bot that I used to keep track of releases on SMW Central kind of fell off for about a week because there was a change in the way that, well, it was a URL thing, really. On the hack page, it changed it from the use whatever protocol you were using to always use HTTPS, which is silly. Someone felt that was important, and that broke parsers. New Talkhouse Club. Ah, okay. Yeah, I definitely did not see that. Or if I did, I didn't pay attention. I'm curious. And another thing! That's not small. Is that actually, like, released? I suspect it's not standard. I suspect it's Kaizo. Not in the queue. Maybe it's just on Talkhouse. Load it to see if the save file saves on SD to SNES. I guess if you want me to look at that. Yeah, send me a link. I'm happy to test that out for y'all if you really care. There's a forum post? That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, my expectation is when someone says there's a release, I usually expect to see it in the queue. But I do forget there's just some people who prefer the forum and don't ever need to feel the need to submit. Which is fine. There are certain reasons why you might not want to do that. Namely, the fact that the license for SMW Central can be a little bit onerous if you have various reasons you want to do something. I'm not really sure. I know the Precision 96 is off SMW Central because of disagreements about the license. I think. Like I went from I know to I think right in the middle of the sentence there. There we go. Recommend a large balanced meal followed by a math quiz and dance lessons? It could. Lead by Permaband SMW. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Hence the Permaband status. I'm just gonna let this thing despawn. Mesa and SNES 9X. So we recommend those. That thing looks terrifying. If you're curious about whether or not the file saves, I can definitely see if it works on this. Assuming I beat this level. Can I? Maybe I can sneak the Yoshi in. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. No, I don't think I can sneak the Yoshi in. Alright, so here's the annoying... Well, this isn't the annoying jump. You run across it. Never mind. But yeah. I did finish the D&D story, yeah. One of the things we're going to do is, because one of the dudes had to leave a little bit early, because his wife likes to do some swing dancing. Maybe it's another type of dancing. Some sort of dancing. On Fridays, so he has to watch his kids. But not a bad thing, but still. So I had to leave a little bit early before the fight ended. And we're all supposed to come up with conflicting descriptions of what happened to mess with him, which is always funny. Yeah, cardio usually has benefits to most things. One of those things that doctors, if they could convince people to do, would tell you to do more of. Fiber, exercise, vegetables, those sorts of things. I at least got exercise. I was sweating today. Got my 10k steps and change. There we go. Finally got the jump. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Hey, it's an anti-soft lock. I still don't know, like, I think the SMW14 people call those gay baby jails, and I have no idea why, but it is an amusing name. But those poor gay babies that end up in jail. Alright, now we're up here. Simple flips? Oh, that might be it. Knew it. Another thing was the 6th and final book in the Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy. What? Seriously? 6? I thought there were only 5. Especially because of the ending of the 5th book. But the ending of the 5th book made it pretty clear where this was going. Oh, thank goodness. The P switch turns the P puddles into coins. That's better, right? Something, something, something golden shower. That is cute, though. Okay, well, didn't bother... Okay, well, that's fine, too, I guess. I guess they're, like, Muncher-likes. Oh, look, I got all the dragon coins all at once. I love it when that happens. Oh, no. Oh, and now I'm back in the jail. As far as you know, Gay Baby Jail came after. That came, from him, which really does sound like something to make up. 6th book wasn't Douglas Adams being commissioned to Ian Colfer. Wait, isn't that the Artemis Fowl guy? I mean, he's an okay writer, but, like, he's no Douglas Adams. Like, I remember enjoying those books, but they're not Douglas Adams. They're perfectly adequate YA fiction. Which, again, not Douglas Adams. Fun fact, there is a font you can download based on Douglas Adams' handwriting. Tom 7 made it many years ago. I think I'm... I think I'm screwed. I'm not screwed. Boy, do I love misleading coin indicators. Ah, I see. Oh, God. Please don't have to do it again, but smaller. Okay. I don't know why I'm babysitting this dang thing, but you know... Hey, look, cut off. But when you're given one of these things, you gotta keep track of it. How was there a 6th book? And who can... Like, I have so many questions that I'm not gonna necessarily get answers to. I'm gonna have to look this up afterwards. But, like, the ending of the 5th book was pretty much terminal. Like, I don't see really how you could be like, yeah, and then we could do something with this. I'm pretty sure, quite literally, the ending is everybody dies. I'm gonna wait. I don't like... Oh, nope. See? A weird level. Okay, another spring. Just gonna wait. I don't have to hurry. It begins as death rays beam down on Earth, the characters awake in virtual reality. Oh. That... No. Literally, it was all a dream. Kind of... That's just, ugh. Hey, look, the goal! It was right there! Yeah, definitely on the stranger side. Yeah, I'm not sure. That, like, clearly... I don't know. How do I feel like this? I feel like the person who made this must have spent some time, like, learning how SMW hacking works. Because there are some mistakes, sure, but, like... There's also, like, definitely things that take some understanding of how things work. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe this is just... He watched a couple tutorials and went for it. This, I do not care for this. I think this level is pretty cool. There are parts I like, and I definitely am liking it more past the midway. But the first area was kind of a slog with the back and forth, and the making the jumps invisible because you can mechanic. Like, that part right there, I just had a lot of trouble with. Clipped through the wall. Have the book, never seen to read it. I mean, I wouldn't. Man, I wouldn't. But, like, who wanted this? Like, Douglas Adams didn't want it. Like, the estate of Douglas Adams wanted it? Like, I feel like residuals from Hitchhikers and, like, Dirk Gently and stuff, he's written other things, would probably be pretty decent. Like, it boggles my mind that this exists. And I'm probably gonna pretend it doesn't. Maybe. It's kind of like how my sister pretends the Hobbit movies don't exist. Because they're just not very good. Like, the problem with the Hobbit movies is there's, like, one movie worth of Hobbit movie, and they decided to make 3 with a bunch of random crap, none of which was really necessary. In part because the problem with the book The Hobbit is there's not a lot of action that actually happens to Bilbo. Well, there is, but, like, there's also a lot of, like, off-screen stuff that happens. The Battle of 4 or 5 armies? Yeah, the Battle of 5 armies, it takes up approximately a paragraph in the book. Mostly because Bilbo gets knocked out partway through it. I think before it really even gets started. Okay, over here. Found them perfectly adequate. Was kind of hyped for the first one. Rather disliked them. The old janky animated one's great. I have a soft spot in my heart for rotoscoping. It just works pretty well. It's not as expensive as traditional cell animation. What? Is there a piece which I was supposed to find? Oh. It was all fake. Seen all the extended cuts. I mean, the thing about it is my sister has read the Silmarillion and all the other stuff, so she really does care and like the Tolkien things. Anyway, thanks for the GG. I think it was kind of an uneven level. And the second part where you're running around a lot was better than the part where you were doing precision jumps where you couldn't see. It was an interesting first level to make, and then there was the Broken Dragon Coin. But it was still interesting. I didn't dislike it. There's just parts I disliked. Also, theming was kind of gross. But that's just what it is.